Please introduce yourself and what business or businesses you run.
My name is Dr. Survam Patel. I own a couple pharmacies out here in Texas. We're all involved in compounding. Outside of the compound pharmacies, I also have my own telehealth company. I have a direct-to-consumer female niche supplement company. And then I have two other companies in the personal injury space where we provide B2B services to plaintiffs' attorneys. And then lastly, I have a veterinary company that works also with veterinarians and veterinary dermatologists.
What were you looking to find in your marketing when you first reached out to me and then subsequently? And how are you feeling about that when you were doing that?
I first reached out to you. I think it's a really cool story. Maybe if you're watching this video, you might know what Trends is, but BJAM was highly recommended. God knows how many times on the Facebook comments on areas where people were like, oh, hey, this is the question for BJAM to weigh in on, or hey, BJAM can help here, or like, hey, BJAM, this is right up your alley. Go talk to this guy. And I was like, let me learn more about him. And I had the pleasure of, talking to B many years ago, and his service kind of blew me away. And so when I heard what B was doing, I was like, dude, I've never heard of somebody doing something like this, being a broker for marketing agencies. To be exposed to him so early, I feel like I'm one of the fortunate few that was able to avoid the dumb tax early on. I never had to make the mistake of hiring a bad agency or somebody who was just not performing up to par, or somebody or someone who was causing stress in my life. Because I was exposed to B, I was able to avoid all of this. I'm really proud to say, like, to date, I have not let go of one agency or one person or one company that B has introduced me to.
How did CJAM or myself help the experience you had from the discovery call to hiring a partner?
Oh man, it's great because B in the very beginning, like what you do is like you take time to listen to what I'm looking for and what I need, and he takes away the key points that he needs to take home and relay or think about, maybe chew on, to be like, hey, this is probably a good fit for what Survam's looking for. And then after he does that, he of course goes out to a network, has internal discussions and calls with them, and procures a list of vendors that might be a good fit for what I'm looking for. And he doesn't just set up an introductory call. He's like, hey, Survam, go talk to this guy. He gives me some feedback on this company, a little bit about their background, their overview, of course, the link to their website, and then, like B's thoughts. It's more of like, hey, B's personal opinion about these guys. And so B's, obviously set those calls up, and I'm able to make an informed decision after talking with those people. But honestly, everyone that B's introduced me to, whether it's marketing agencies, copywriters, I have a fractional CMO thanks to him, email marketing agencies, data analytics. I've hired random stuff through B. It's been really great thanks to his process of not just vetting, but I love how he does, kind of build everything up for me in an organized manner and follow up with me.
Any results you'd like to share from the matchmaking process?
B engaged me with a copywriter who actually turned out now to be my fractional CMO because this guy is a beast. What he did in one copy, like a one-page landing website, and then he introduced us to a conversion rate optimization company. And we had a very short runway for this project we were doing. We only had 5 months, and before the program was over, I think because of those two, the copy and the advertising that B was able to help me out with, I think we netted, we had about 13 million in sales, netted probably over 3 million in net income in a really, really short time frame. And also now, because of, thanks to the help that B's been doing, I've engaged another copywriter, and our engagement rate and our revenue rate probably increased conservatively, I would say about 30%. Just related to emails. I'd probably say it's higher, but I think I'm very comfortable saying 30%, like without blinking an eye. The numbers definitely speak for themselves. Every single company that has an agency that is involved with B at some point, one or another, they're growing year over year.
How would you describe your overall experience? And I think you've talked a lot about it, but would you recommend it to others?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm on this. That's why I'm on this interview. Like my main goal is to make B like spread. And you might be wondering, what's in it for me? Nothing, absolutely nothing. So yeah, I definitely invite you to consider B. Right, consider B. Talk to him and see if he's a good fit for you in whatever project you might be working on.